Imagine a city, not a city of concrete and steel, but one of light and living glass. This is Ethelberg, a jewel on the surface of our planet, born from a new dream. Towers of crystalline polymer spiral towards the sky, catching the sunlight and scattering it into 1,000 rainbows. Below, silent electric vehicles glide along pathways woven through lush vertical gardens that climb the very walls of the buildings. The air here is clean, carrying the scent of blossoms and the faint humming energy of a world reborn. This isn't science fiction. This is the home we built for ourselves, a testament to what humanity can achieve when it chooses to look up at the stars and act as one. This transformation did not happen overnight. It was not born from conquest or conflict, but from a quiet revolution of the mind. For centuries, our world was fractured, a collection of competing tribes defined by imaginary lines on a map. We spoke different languages, worshipped different gods, and pledged allegiance to different flags. We saw ourselves as separate, and in that separation, we created endless strife. But then, a new idea began to take hold. Whispered first, then spoken, then shouted from the rooftops. We are one species, living on one fragile world. Our fates are intertwined, bound together on this pale blue dot, our only home in the vast cosmic dark. This simple, powerful realization gave birth to the Global Unification Charter. It was not a treaty between nations, but a contract between all people. It was a legal document, painstakingly crafted over years of debate and discussion that dissolved the old borders. It declared that every human being, regardless of where they were born, was a citizen of Earth. It laid the foundation for a single planetary governance, guided not by the whims of a few, but by the collective will of all. The Charter was our species' declaration of adulthood, our promise to finally put away childish things and face the universe together as a unified family. The cities we live in today, like Ethelberg, are the physical manifestation of that promise. They are designed for connection, for community, for the free exchange of ideas. Parks and public spaces are more common than private fortresses. Art and science are not confined to museums and laboratories. They are woven into the fabric of daily life. The light that fills our streets is more than just illumination. It is a symbol of the clarity and understanding we sought for so long. It is the light of reason, the light of cooperation, and the light of a future where we are no longer lost in the shadows of our own making. The transition to a unified world was a monumental legal undertaking. It began with the Universal Accord, a document that every nation one by one signed into existence. This accord didn't erase cultures, it celebrated them. It simply established a higher authority, a global framework for law and human rights that superseded national interests. Think of it like the laws of physics. Gravity works the same in every country. And so, the Accord argued, should the fundamental rights to life, liberty, and well-being. It was a legal process that methodically stitched the patchwork of countries into a single, seamless tapestry, creating one planetary jurisdiction for all of humanity. However, such a colossal shift was not without its turbulence. For every border that dissolved, old systems of power and wealth crumbled. In the chaos of this great reordering, many were caught adrift. Consider the story of a young woman named Alara. She was a student of history, fascinated by the very national identities that were fading away. Her family had owned a small shipping business for generations, a business that relied on the complex web of tariffs and trade agreements between the old countries. When the Unification Charter was enacted, their business, like so many others, became obsolete overnight. The world was changing faster than anyone could comprehend. Ilara's world was turned upside down. The security her family had known was gone, replaced by an uncertain future. She felt lost, a relic of a past that no longer existed. The grand, inspiring project of global unity, which promised a better world for everyone, had, in her case, brought hardship and confusion. Her personal story was a microcosm of the challenges faced by millions. How do you find your place in a world that has been completely redesigned? Her struggle was a poignant reminder that even the most noble of cosmic journeys can have moments of personal trial, where the grand vision feels distant, and the immediate reality is one of loss. Her journey through this new world was difficult. She had to unlearn the lessons of the past and find a new purpose in a society that no longer valued the skills she had been taught. The promise of a global paradise felt like a lie to her. But her story is important. It highlights that progress is not a smooth, straight line. It is a complex, sometimes messy process. The creation of a better world required not just grand laws and shining technology but also empathy and support for those like Alara, who were caught in the powerful currents of change, struggling to find their footing on the shores of a new reality. To navigate the immense complexity of governing an entire planet, we turned to a new kind of mind. We created a benevolent artificial superintelligence which we affectionately call the Oracle. The Oracle is not a ruler, it is a guide. It processes trillions of data points every second, from ecological health and resource distribution to public sentiment and scientific discovery. Its primary function is to analyze all possible outcomes and present the most logical, ethical, and sustainable options. It is incapable of bias, greed, or ambition. Its only goal is the long-term well-being of humanity and the planet we share. The Oracle ensures that our decisions are based on evidence and reason, not on emotion or political maneuvering. Before any major planetary law is considered, the Oracle provides a comprehensive analysis. It might show how a proposed change in energy infrastructure could affect weather patterns on another continent, or how a new educational initiative could impact economic equality a generation from now. It allows us to see the intricate web of cause and effect that connects us all. It is our cosmic compass, helping us steer our collective ship through the vast unknown waters of the future, always pointing toward the most beneficial shore for all. But wisdom without consent is tyranny. The Oracle provides the options, but the final choice always rests with us, with every single citizen of Earth. This is made possible through the Global Agora, a direct democracy platform accessible to everyone. Through a simple, secure interface on our personal data slates, we can learn about any issue, review the Oracle's analysis, and cast our vote. Whether it's funding a new space exploration mission or establishing a protected marine sanctuary, every human has an equal say. Your voice, your opinion, matters just as much as anyone else's. This system has transformed what it means to be a citizen. We are no longer passive spectators in our own governance. We are active participants, engaged and empowered. The Global Agora fosters a culture of continuous learning and debate. We discuss issues with our neighbors both next door and on the other side of the planet, sharing perspectives and building consensus. It is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, on a scale our ancestors could only dream of. The Oracle provides the data, but the heart and soul of our world are expressed in the billions of votes that shape our shared destiny. With a world united and guided by reason, we turned our collective genius to solving the age-old problem of scarcity. We built the Abundance Engine, a global network of automated systems and clean energy sources that provides for every human need. Vast solar arrays float in orbit, beaming down limitless clean power. Armies of sophisticated robots, guided by the Oracle, perform all the labor from cultivating nutrient-rich food in vertical farms to manufacturing goods and building our homes. The concept of work for survival has become a relic of the past, as obsolete as a stone axe. In this new reality, the very idea of money has faded in importance. When everything you need, food, housing, healthcare, education, transportation, is provided freely and abundantly, what is the purpose of currency? Your value as a person is no longer determined by your wealth or your job title. Instead, you are free to pursue your true passions. You can spend your days composing music, exploring the Amazon rainforest, studying the moons of Jupiter, designing new virtual worlds, or simply enjoying time with your loved ones. The end of mandatory labor was not the end of purpose. It was the beginning of true freedom for the human spirit. This freedom has unleashed an explosion of creativity and discovery. With our basic needs met, our minds are liberated to explore, to create, and to learn. People form collaborative projects based on shared interests, not economic necessity. A biologist in Africa can work with a programmer in Europe and an artist in Asia to create a stunningly realistic simulation of an extinct ecosystem purely for the joy of it and for the knowledge it brings. Our society is now driven by curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge, not by profit. We have become a civilization of artists, scientists, and explorers. The robots and automation systems are the silent, tireless engines of our utopia, but they are our tools, not our masters. They handle the toil, the repetitive and dangerous tasks that once consumed human lives. This has allowed us to focus on what humans do best, to dream, to question, to connect, and to care for one another. The Abundance Engine provides for our bodies, but it is the liberation of our time and energy that truly nourishes our souls. We have engineered a world where the primary occupation of every person is simply to live and to live well. Our quest for a better world did not stop with society. We turned the lens of science inward upon ourselves. We unlocked the secrets of our own biology, not to create a super race, but to eliminate suffering and extend the gift of a healthy life. Gene therapies, tailored to an individual's unique DNA, can now correct hereditary diseases before they ever manifest. Nanobots patrol our bloodstreams, repairing cellular damage, clearing away the ravages of age, and defending against pathogens with perfect efficiency. The result is not immortality, but a radical extension of our healthy lifespan. A person of 100 years can have the vitality of a 30-year-old. This extended health span has profoundly changed our perspective on life. When you have centuries to learn, grow, and experience the universe, there is no rush. You can have multiple careers, master dozens of skills, and explore every corner of our beautiful world and beyond. The frantic pace of our ancestors' short lives has been replaced by a calm, deliberate sense of purpose. It has given us the time to be better parents, more thoughtful partners, and wiser members of our global community. We are no longer racing against the clock. We are dancing with time, savoring every precious moment of our extended existence. We live in an electric paradise, a world of our own making. It is a world united not by force, but by a shared legal and ethical framework. It is a world guided by the cool logic of a benevolent AI and the warm heart of direct human democracy. It is a world of incredible abundance where technology serves humanity, freeing us from labor and want. It is a world where science has given us the gift of long, healthy lives to enjoy the fruits of our collective efforts. This is the future we chose. This is the home we built together. Look around. Look at the clean cities, the green earth, the healthy, happy people. This is not some impossible dream. It is the result of a choice. The choice to believe in reason, to embrace cooperation, and to see ourselves not as members of separate tribes, but as the crew of Spaceship Earth. Our journey was long and at times difficult, but we never lost hope. We kept our eyes on the cosmos and remembered that we are the universe's way of knowing itself. And in this eternal dawn, in this fair and united world, we have finally, truly begun to understand what we can be.